What's up? What's up? What's up? Vasilios. What's up? Iron Mike forever. Hope he knocks this chump out. Yeah, the chump. Vasilios. The Mexican J. Teofimp will mop the floor with Haney. Okay. So that's based off the Ryan Garcia fight. I think Teofimp beats him too, but I don't know about mops the floor with him. That's a little extreme, if you ask me. Again, a little espresso, right? Dark roast espresso. A little bit of natural stevia extract for sweetness, a little bit, and heavy cream. The shit that you make ice cream with, just pure heavy cream, liquid form. That shit makes the bomb espresso. All right, let's keep going. Nobody gives a fuck about my coffee, do they? What's up? I'm hyped. You and me both, sucker. What up, Dwayne? Yaffy, what's up? Lighting horrible. You look like a damn ghost. You know what it is, Yaffy? I'll show you right now. It's the camera has this natural backlight. So I'll show you right now. It got auto exposure. So boom, I removed the white balance, and now I'm like fucking pink, right? If I remove the low light, now it's like that, which might be better. Yeah, see, that might be better, low light compensation. Is that better right there? And if I get rid of auto exposure, that's just, can't do that. So what's better, this? That's a little too bright. What if I get, maybe that? What you think? Should we leave it like that for now? Well, let's leave it like that for now. All right, let's keep it going. I want to fight him, bro, because he's been tricking the boxing game for a long time. He makes shit look good. He makes shit look better than what you think of resume. He don't fuck. What? I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Oscar Duarte stops Haney. Okay. How do you make the coffee? Yeah, man. Got a little Nespresso machine. Knew the news were fake. What news? I'm a coffee enthusiast. Okay. Psst, psst, psst. Bill probably paid to keep his sons relevant. Mike looked like a killer on the pads. People gonna have to eat their words after Friday. And you, my friend, get the first. Yo, what up, man? It's crack-a-lackin', son. Mike fitting to knock Fat Boy out. That's what Keyshawn said about Tank. I agree with that, actually. Juan Manuel Marquez versus Eric Morales. Let's go. Starting off good today. Marco, where did you guys peep my video I just dropped? James Toney versus Michael Nunn. Did you guys peep it? Matter of fact, you guys want me to pull it up right now and watch it? I'll do it. You tell me. I'll do it right now. We all watch that shit together. Yaffy, what you think? Color looks a little better now. I got rid of all the... See, the camera adds all that shit. Makes me look mad white. See, I'm not that white, really. I'm Bulgarian. I got like actually an olive tone. I'm not that white. I might not watch that fight. You're going to watch the Tyson fight? Get the fuck out of here. She did Benavidez and Furrows. Yeah, I did. Benavidez is a legend. He's not a legend. He's not a legend. But let's not forget, legend is subjective. It all depends on who your specific definition of it. Are y'all watching Latin Night, Riyadh? I didn't know there was one. Who's on it? Pull it up. I haven't seen it. Pull it up. Lighting good now. All right, I'll pull it up. Let's go Instagram. Insta Grizzles. There we go. Let's pull this up. Let's start it. All right, let's put the heat on. All right, here we go. Let us watch this motherfucker. This is the short I just dropped today about one of the most spectacular knockouts come from behind knockouts too in history that cemented James Toney as one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, and he never looked back ever since this fucking fight. All right, here we go. Let's do it.
1991, Michael Nunn starts spray painting James Toney with combinations like he's power washing graffiti off the Holland Tunnel. The 6'1" undefeated champion uses his height and reach to keep Toney at the end of his flurries. Michael continues orbiting James like a satellite, stopping the 20-1 underdog dead in his tracks. The Ohio native then visibly rocks Toney, adding more points to the already lopsided scorecard. But in round 8, James suddenly turns Nunn into Mary Lou Retton, pinning Michael into a backbend over the top rope with his left and walloping him with his right. This starts a momentum shift that reinvigorates Toney like he drank a pitcher of Jolt Cola, signaling his legendary shoulder roll defense and pull counter back into the game like Phil Jackson whistling for MJ. Toney then proceeds to drop more cinder blocks than a bricklayer on the tired and discouraged Davenport native. All James's shots are now reaching their destination like his gloves are following Google Maps. After grazing Nunn with another pull counter right, Toney flips the script and detonates a grenade lead left that drops Nunn like he got hit by a tranquilizer dart. Michael bravely gets up but is instantly blasted, which leaves him dizzy and tangled up in the ropes like a drunk tarantula. The ref pump fakes a standing 8, but then allows Toney to bum rush past him and sledgehammers Nunn's melon like he's at a Gallagher show. 1990.
All right, there we go. There we go. That's disrespectful, Marco. He's 100% is. What? Benavidez not a legend. Cepeda versus Devin. Did you guys just see the video? That's really, that KO got you excited, Marco. Your eyes are about to bulge out. Marco, are you in Dallas? No, I am not in Dallas. I've never been to Dallas. I've been to Houston once. I am in New York City. Well, tri-state area now, but Marco, your commentating is just exquisite. Thank you, and I love that word, exquisite. Thank you. Hopefully you guys like that. You guys are probably all too young to have seen that live. Matter of fact, half of you weren't even born when that fight took place. Dope fight. You see how skinny James Toney is? James should have stayed at, I want to say, no heavier than 175 pounds. And he would have, I mean, it would have been crazy. Although he did lose. Montel Griffin beat him twice at 175. I never saw that fight. So you saw Michael Nunn was considered one of the greatest fighters in the world at that point, pound for pound. You saw him tall, great footwork, good power, unbelievable boxing skill, flashy, had a loosey-goosey, relaxed shoulder vibe going on. And Toney just kept coming. That was lights out, Toney. He was knocking people out at that weight, as you saw. Commentary is definitely growing. Thanks, man. I mean, I don't know how much it's growing. I mean, it's getting better, of course. Like anything, obviously, you get better with experience and practice. I actually watched that fight twice, okay? I was rewatching Mayweather vs. Cotto today. Floyd was getting touched a little at 54. Yes, Cotto, you know what Cotto was doing? Was hitting him with a lot of jabs because Floyd is susceptible to two things, his style. One is right hooks to the body, because when he turns at you this way, he's giving you his back / his kidneys. And two, jabs, because his face is also right there, so you could jab him. And Cotto was doing both of those things. Who's the most enjoyable fighter in boxing, in the ring, in the press? Huh? Take that win on growth, Marco. We fuck with you. All right? Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Kerry G. He said commentary, brother. Slow down and read it correctly. Huh? Who said commentary? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, your community is definitely growing. That's what he said. See? He said community. Aha. Thank you. I don't know how you see that, but fuck it. I appreciate it. Unity. Gotcha. Dyslexic. Nope. Not but I missed that one. Can you go live here for the fights Friday? I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna go on Nessa's platform. It's gonna be a lot more people. I mean, we might have shit. We normally get what 1,000, 2,000. There might be 5 to 10,000 people watching. You know, me, I'll probably get 200. So I don't know if I'd rather. I go here and I love talking to you guys, right? But let's say I get even 300. Let's just say because that's a huge fight and it's on Netflix or everybody's 300 as opposed to 5 to 10,000. So I would rather get more new viewers from that huge pool. You know what I'm saying? That's more important because then those guys will come back and rock with us with what I'm doing now every night. You know what I'm saying? It's like I invest in myself, not getting that night, but instead drawing like a magnet, a plethora of new viewership, new viewership. Let's be too cranky unless he's smoking that hard game. You had any? No, I don't have any sponsors. I mean, I've gotten like titles who sent me free shit. Like I've had people send me free shit, but it's not like a sponsorship contract. No. What is his channel called, Marco? The Boxing Voice. Wait, how much is the fight gonna cost? Free, Alberto. It's on Netflix. As long as you have a Netflix subscription, free, motherfucker, free. It's more entertaining to hear everyone commentating the fights live. Yeah, it'd be fun talking about it. You should go live on your own channel. You will get many. I'll get more going in Nessa's for that night. George Foreman or Ernie Shavers. They already fought. Oh wait. No, they didn't fight. He fought Ron Lyle. Foreman. I got Foreman. Jerry, I'm going to train you to be this guy on TBV. I'm going to train you to be this guy on TBV. Which guy? What you talking about? What you talking about? Jerry, what's up, Jerry? The Bronx is in the house, even though you're probably not in the Bronx anymore, right? You live in like Florida or some shit. If it wasn't for that accident that Mike Tyson had, the fight was going to be today. No. The fight was going to be, I believe it was like September or October. It was postponed 3 months. Mr. Glue Baby. Strange name, but I like it. Welcome. I'm late. What I missed? Nothing, man. I just played I just played the short I just dropped. Gave you guys kind of a sneak peek. James Toney versus Michael Nunn short I just dropped. I played that. And now we've just been talking Mike Tyson versus, as some might call him, fake Paul. Mayweather versus Costa. You got Mayweather, but that'll be a dough fight. Jake doesn't have the defense. That's what I've been saying. That's what I've been saying. Don't think what accident. Fight was supposed to happen July. I thought it was whatever though. Yeah, it was 3. Well, what's 3 months from now? November, October, September, August. I thought it was August. David Benavidez versus Morrell, February 1st. David Benavidez is going to knock out David Morrell. And it's going to shut a lot of people up. People are looking for David Benavidez to not be what he is for some reason. Even though all evidence presents, if this was court, the jury would unanimously vote on David Benavidez being, as you young kids say, him. I hate saying that shit. I feel like a fucking doofus, but for some reason, people are looking to be like, nah, technicality, this evidence isn't admissible. They just don't look at it. I don't get it. Jake's head is a size 8. Yeah, word up. Mamoon, where you been, brother? I haven't seen you since. What, you out there busting pedophiles still? Abdul is dope. I thought, yeah, he got dropped. That's never a good thing, but it is a good thing how he showed the resilience and the willpower and the fortitude to get up and get that dude the fuck out of there in the face of punching power danger. Boots didn't have punching power danger, even though he was getting clipped. Abdullah did. Yes, of course, Alberto. Of course. Stops him. I'm not saying knocks him out. I'm saying like lumps his shit up, makes his face look like the inside of a Jamaican beef patty, minced, and the ref's like, no mas. I can't wait for that Benavidez. And Abdullah versus Kid. Abdullah beats Kid Austin. Too big, too strong. Get that dude out of the picture already. What dude? Haney versus Teo. I love the way espresso smells. I got Teo. I got Teo beating anybody at 35 and 40, with the exception of Mr. Javante Davis. Marco, I'm still trying to learn this. Does every weight class use the same ounce? No. 8-ounce gloves are used up until, I believe, welterweight. And then from welterweight up, it's 10-ounce gloves. Morrell would win. No one doesn't know him yet. Morrell ain't winning. Morrell ain't winning. What? Hold on. I'm just checking something here. Okay. Hold on. Boxing glove sizes for weight classes. I want to look this up. Okay. So it is. Oh no, this is all wrong. Not sparring. Pro. Fuck it. I'll go back to you guys. All right. How many cups of coffee do you drink? I don't drink actual coffee. I just drink espresso. Coffee is espresso. Against popular belief, espresso has less caffeine. They have the same amount of caffeine per square liter, right? But espresso is just, it's burnt. The bean is burnt longer. In essence, it's burnt. That's why it's more bitter and it tastes stronger, but it's actually the same thing. It's just, they're both the same bean. One is just burnt a little. So they have the same amount of caffeine per square inch. The difference is coffee is a full cup, whereas espresso is shots. So this is this much caffeine as opposed to this much in a cup of coffee. So I stick to espresso so I don't overload and all that caffeine. This man said Abdullah beats Keyshawn. I think he does. I seen the rumor passed about Canelo negotiating the fight with Better Biev. You think, nah, hell no. Canelo is not stupid. Is it true Mike Tyson can't knock out Jake? It's in their contract. Well, Mr. Glue Baby, I have not heard that anywhere. I don't believe that's true. If it is, this is a fucking fallacy. Haney versus Lopez. Boring? Nah. What are they doing to Tyson, brah? What you mean? What's up, Steph? Appreciate you. Welcome. Blessings. What up, AK? AK's up in this bitch early. Black coffee, no sugar. Damn. Just like you like your men. Oh, shit. Tutti frutti. It's okay. Keyshawn adopts. Keyshawn adopts who?
Got him!
That's for Eon. Whoops, Abdullah. No, he does not. His movement, they don't look right. It's like an old man. I don't know what you're talking about. His movement looks great. Tyson's? I would rather see Benavidez get a shot at Undisputed 75 versus Benavidez if he needs to solidify a spot. Okay. I like coffee too. Espresso kind of fruity. All right. Maybe because I'm young, but I don't like coffee. I didn't drink coffee until my wife got me in it. I was probably 30. So it took me that long. Only because my parents always had to have that shit to like wake up. And I never wanted to be like addicted to something where I have, and like I still don't have to have it to wake up or nothing. I don't even drink it in the morning. Actually, I do, but I don't have to. All right, what else we got, people? What else we got? Radio silence? What's going on here? Roman Gonzalez, a.k.a. Chocolatito, versus Naoya the Monster Inoue. I don't believe they're the same weight class, but I will pick Inoue over anybody within anywhere near his weight, except, of course, Tank. Because Tank, really, he's 122, Tank's 135. That's 1, 2, 3 weight classes away. So that's not really close. They can make it happen, though. I'd rather see Bam fight Inoue. That would be dope. That maybe let's say Bam fights Inoue and Inoue knocks Bam out, which is what I think will happen. The winner fights fucking Tank. That would be dope. Protected by Angels. What up? Teofimp ready for Tank? Nah. No. Yeah, some interesting headlines this week. Brand new, old news type stuff. I'm hopeful Haney versus Lopez will happen. Would be good, badass for the sport. And 24 win. Okay. Bam, underrated. If Roy Jones Jr. is your GOAT, then Bernard is top 10. Well, first off, thank you for the bounce pass.
Y'all must have forgot.
Every time his name comes up, we got to hit you with
Y'all
that.
must have forgot.
And no, I don't think Bernard's top 10. Best fighter to ever come out of Ohio. I don't know. I'd have to think hard. Mancini, Michael Nunn, Kelly Pavlik. Oh, no, never mind. I know the answer to that. Excuse me. Aaron Pryor, hands down. Tank, respect Teofimo. My God, what up? You coming to Valdez? Where's he fighting? In your Ravers Riggindale. I don't know. Did you see the live pad work? Was that today? That was Tyson. They did the live. Nope, I'm gonna watch it after this. How'd you guys think it looked? They did Jake and Mike. Did Mike look like shit? Is that what you guys are talking about? Ooh, what did I miss? I was watching. I did a family night, movie night. Watched Teen Wolf with my kids and my wife. Let's see Junto first, then Bam getting in there, mixing it up with Naoe. Phoenix, nah, man. I'm in fucking the tri-state area. Can't be going to Phoenix. I would if the shit was, if ESPN was flying me out there, I'd go with all that. I'd be at every single one of these motherfuckers. The best fighter. I'm not trying to hate. And tell me if you guys agree with me. And be honest. I'm not trying to hate. I know I'm probably a little jealous, so this has something to do with it. But I see these dudes like Ak and Barack and all these guys who are commentating, interviewing fighters, and I feel like I know more than all of them. I feel like I'm more engaging than all of them. You either got dudes who are kind of hood, who like, you know what I'm saying, like blah, 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 or dudes who are super fucking white. Like, so what do you think about the past occurrence? No personality, all dry, aren't funny at all, don't really have anything engaging. I feel like I would be so much better than almost all of them. But I guess somebody has to knock on the door. You guys agree? Let me know. If you don't, that's cool too. Because maybe I'm just delusional. But I really believe like I would do a better job. None of them are funny. None of them have any metaphors at all. It's all just dry. You know what I'm saying? Either appealing, like there's no mix. I even like what Andre Ward's doing, right? And I love All the Smoke. Those are my guys. I know them. But even him, he comes at it with way too much of a, this is our fraternity. And you guys watching, we're gracing you with the opportunity to listen in on what us fighters talk. He alienates people because he just talks as a fighter. Doesn't appeal to 99% of what's actually watching, which is fucking non-fighters. I think I was trying to tell fucking Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson, who I know, who I communicate with, let me get in there with Andre. I think I would add a perfect element. Ebony and Ivory, baby. I'd be the lemon twist to that cappuccino. I'd be the twist. I think it would be good, but, that's what I'm saying. Bam versus Chocolatito. What up, Joseph? I loved your short with Sugar Ray and Danny Green. Thank you. That one's getting a lot of views. That one's at like 500,000 views already. That's the one that I've put out in the past, I guess, week that's gotten the most views is that one. Yeah, Sugar. But that was all. It's a mix of what I did and also the clip was just wild. Like how Sugar Ray hit him was just the speed and the power. And it's a nice, crisp, clear video. You know what I mean? That matters when you're able to get 80s and 70s videos that are crisp and clean with no caffeine. AK and Barack are higher ups at the zone. They're nepotism babies. What does nepotism mean again? Does that mean when you like look out for your family or some shit? That's what that means, right? And now you're gonna make me look up nepotism. I think that's what that means. Definition: when you look out for your family, the practice among those with power, influence, favoring relatives, friends, or associates. Okay. Well, maybe that's what it is. And I like them. I'm cool. I've interviewed both of them. I'm cool with them. I'm not trying to shit on them in any way. I just think I'm better. Bam beating Chocolatito. He beat the guy that beat Chocolatito. Okay. Alberto. It's not hating if you're telling the truth. Those guys have no energy when they're... Look, they don't. But they're also, like, I know way more about fucking history than any of them. You know what I'm saying? I've been in there too. Some of them have. Like, I think Ak, he had a bunch of amateur fights. So he had actually more amateur fights than me. I don't know if he sparred with all the pros I did. And, like, I still look good doing it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these guys can... you watch me throw punches. You're like, okay. Like, I don't want to get hit with that shit at almost 50. But how you explained it, and yes, the clip is wild, the sweet science. Thank you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Steph. Steph, did you drop the one I just saw? Peep the one I just dropped, I mean? James Tony versus Michael Nunn. Go watch it right now. I'd love to hear. It's only a minute and a half. Go watch it right now. I'd love to hear your feedback. It's on Instagram. Go peep it, comment, do all that shit. Come back and let me know. Minute and a half will go by like nothing. Bam, spar, Chocolatito. Oh, word? What happened? I think AK was a pro boxer. AK Crowler in here? Who was the first 4-time heavyweight champ? Come on. Trying to insult my intelligence. Vander Holyfield. Get out of here with that. What up, Ken? Marco, my arms and legs are killing me. I can barely throw my arms. Why are you trying to throw your arms? You mean throw punches? AK from the zone. Oh, Ak. I thought you meant AK. I don't think he was a pro. I believe he was just an amateur. I've interviewed him before, and I'm almost positive he wasn't a pro. Hit the like button, shit. Listen to Ken. The Drake lookalike. I mean, he's half Middle Eastern, half Boricua, I believe. Like I said, I interviewed him. That's all. We talked about that, but I forgot. And people like that don't have me on because I feel like maybe it's a competition thing. Maybe they don't want me to, you know what I'm saying? Because why does nobody, with all the traction I'm getting, why does nobody bring me on? I've had some people offer, but nothing's happened. Drop the link. I got a bone to pick. What's with you in the link? I'm just freestyling. Maybe I'll drop it in a little bit. What bone you got to pick? And by the way, you want to pick bones, my man?
Tutti frutti.
You pick your own bone in the comfort of your own home with the camera off.
Tutti frutti.
My job. What's up? Philly in the house. Philly coming correct. This guy, Marco, knows boxing. Thank you, Smooth. You should have an H at your name, so it should be Schmoove. And add another O. Schmoove. Just saying. Damn, we're only a few days away. Today's Tuesday, right? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 3 days away. Excited. Devin will win. I don't think he will. I wrote Teofimp Lopez. That's funny. Didn't mean to do that. Marco 35, Crawford or Tank. Ooh. Tank. You ever wiped your nose with a tissue and it was stink? What the fuck? I don't get it. Like the tissue in the box already smelled? Is that what you're saying? Blue Blood was a big Errol Spence fan, then he switched up to be Team Bud. I'm not team anything, so I don't know what he did. I don't disagree or agree. That's my man. Whatever he does, more power to him. I am not team anybody. I try not to take that stance. Unless somebody's mad rude to me, then I'll root for the other person, but I'm still going to give my honest opinion on the actual fight. Why not? The 7-Eleven story was a lie. What the fuck are you talking about? Alberto, who would win a fantasy match with Dean? Yo, Alberto.
Got him.
That's funny. Marco, I believe that Crawford doesn't have a chin when he was... I mean, that doesn't really make sense. It's possible. Generally, chins get more fragile. I don't say fragile. I say fragile. More fragile as dudes go up in weight because you're getting hit by harder, bigger men. Oh, wow, that just sounded harder, bigger men.
Tutti frutti. Tutti frutti.
Sorry. You know what I meant, though. You're getting hit harder by way bigger dudes. That sounded whatever. Blue said he cut a deal with Bud at a 7-Eleven. Cut what deal? What it do, Pancho? Bigger. What it do? What up? Bigger. I know, man. I know. It just came out wrong. Came out wrong. It's Alberto talking about his bones to pick, so got my head in the gutter. That shit is hard. Ha! Some incredible boxing by none. Oh, you watch it, good. But grit and patience with some lefts combos by Tony. Another one, DJ Khaled voice. I appreciate you. Thank you. I believe Tyson shouldn't be in the ring. I believe he should be, and I believe he should knock Jake out. Now, I don't know if he will, but that's what he should do. Tyson pad work. I'm going to check it. Oh, that's what it is. I'm not going to watch it now. I'm going to watch it when I get off. Because I feel like if I put it on now, I might get flagged. I don't know. I probably will. So I'd rather watch it later, and then we'll talk about it maybe tomorrow. It's what? So it was their open workout, right? Their final open workout was today. So did they show Jake as well? People, tell me. It was Mike and Jake. And tell me first, is it both of them? And then tell me, how did each fighter respectively look? Let Tyson make an easy bag. Ward versus Calzaghe. I got Ward. I've been asked that a bunch of times. So I got Ward. Just a little bigger, hits harder, a little smarter. He would just have to figure out how to deal with that high volume of punches coming from that southpaw angle. But I think he could do it. And he could rough up Calzaghe. Marco, but Tyson is 60 years old. 58? Let's not rush him. It's like, I'm 48. Don't call me 50. I mean, he's old. Well, that's what medicals are for. Medical examinations, full blood workups, CAT scans, all that shit goes through, so you make sure there's no issues like that. What up, Rodriguez? Every time I watch a rematch of these old guys there today, there are no match. Some could, sure, but not all. The science toughens was just another level. Yeah. It was definitely tougher. That was a golden era. That was the best you get. Golden era. 80s, 90s. Bro, Mike has a knee brace on. Really? Does he really? Oh, boy. Okay. Jake Paul had a red rooster on top of his head while he was doing... Like a real rooster? Or like some stupid, like... You know, like the shit that Showbiz puts on, like taco hats? Like a hat? Or like a real rooster? I like when I asked you the best boxing high question, Sean P. didn't... No, he's not the best one. Come on. Over Aaron Pryor? You kidding? They're the same weight, too. Actually, no, Aaron was a little lighter, but hit the button. What's with you doing the Sean Porter thing again? Alberto, you said you would stop, and you did not stop. It's fucking weird. Ward versus James Toney. James Toney. Mike Tyson is a grown man. He knows his body more than anyone. If his body wasn't ready, agreed. Or he just might want the money, and like whatever happens, happens. You okay? What happened? Okay. You sure? You need anything? What happened? Oh, okay. Let me know if you need anything. Whew. Wife's messing with the fireplace and some embers flew out. Freaked me out, but she's all right. James Toney's arguably one of the top 25. Absolutely. You want to know what El Gallo means? Sure. I can't stop until I get you to agree that Sean Porter he's not trash. You can't call a world champion, a multiple world champion. Okay, look, Rolly's a world champion. He's trash-ish. Not like saying trash. You can't call somebody who was a world champion like Porter multiple times and beat or came super close to beating the generation's best fighters at that weight. You can't call that person trash. That's just ridiculous. You could say you don't care for him for whatever weird personal vendetta you have. Why don't you think Devin is going to win? because I think after seeing what happened with Ryan, I think Teofimo is just too slick, too fast, too powerful. Trying to have a nest fire. Yeah, right? That's exactly. I didn't even think about that. It means the fighting rooster, something like that. He calls himself El Gallo, Jake. Rolly robbed I know. Well, Rolly didn't. That referee, Tony Weeks, who should be fucking ashamed of himself, he did it. What did Sean Porter do to you, and why don't you like him? That's what I had been asking. Great question. This guy has a weird personal vendetta against Showtime Sean Porter, who I'm cool with, by the way. So, good dude. I like him. You should put me on a show more, but that's a different story. That is a different story, people. All right, what else we got? Keep them coming. Sergio versus Golovkin. God damn, that's a tough one. I don't know, man. At prime Sergio? I don't know. That's a tough one. I'd have to go with Golovkin because he was a little more unbeatable in his prime than Sergio was. Sergio was a little more beatable, even though he went through that streak. Let's see something. Sergio Martinez, box rack. All right. Sergio Martinez, through his streak, he lost to Cotto, but before that, he lost to Paul Williams. He was, he only lost to Tony Margarito, stopped him, power puncher. And then, so he beat a bunch of people we never really heard of. Just the Paul Williams one. Yeah, so he beat a bunch of people we never really heard of. Kermit St. John, he got a draw against. Paul Williams, he lost. Kelly Pavlik, he beat. That's impressive. Paul Williams, he knocked out. Super impressive. He beat Chavez Jr. Remember that? Chavez dropped him. You know what? I'm going to go with, I remember now what Chavez, see, this is why I like looking at his box rec, because I forgot his background. And it sparked my memory. How Chavez almost had him out in the last round. Golovkin is a harder puncher than Chavez and way more of a better pressure fighter. I got Golovkin. I think Golovkin would get to him. No, Marco wasn't a real rooster. I think he dyed his hair red. Okay. Maybe so when all the blood's spilling out of his cabbage on Friday, you won't know if it's the Kool-Aid dye he used or the blood. Benitez. I got. Ooh, Gerald McClellan over Canelo. I'm going to go with G-Man. Too big. 6'1". G-Man. Definitely G-Man. Matter of fact, definitely G-Man. Don't forget, he fought at 68, and he would have gone up. He was still young when he got injured. He was 28. He would have been a 75, no problem. Yeah, it's Jake. It's Jake Paul Rican name. Yeah, okay. Sean Porter was WBC champ. How's that? That's not, well, because Smooth, some champs, Rolly was a champ. You know, not all. I always say this. Now, usually the champs means that you're good and that you beat good competition, usually. But there are random champs that haven't, right? Like Rolly. So I always say it's not the belt you won, it's who you beat to get the belt. That's what I look at. So you could argue, well, he was a champ, but he beat good fighters to be a champ. So I mean, he fucking kicked the shit out of Paulie Malignaggi. Like, that was the worst beating Paulie ever took, I think, at any of his fights. Mark, have you ever made a video about the worst cuts? No, I have not. Cuts aren't really, wouldn't do for good content. People just want to see cuts. Nah. Would rather take 2 punches from anyone from Fury Tyson. Huh? Would rather take 2 punches from any or one from Tyson Fury. I don't know what you're asking exactly. I remember us both agreeing to see Haney's return more psychological, but you can talk more about the deficiencies in the ring you're looking for his return. All right, 1 second, guys. Hold on. My bad. I had to get. Where is it? There it is. My drink. All right. Thinking about it. Glad he's taken his time off. Okay. This means would rather take a punch from Tyson Fury or anybody else. That's what I thought you meant. I wasn't sure, but why Tyson Fury? There's a lot of people who hit harder than him. What made you choose that? Marco, when Ryan comes back, should he do a tune-up? Nah, no tune-up. Actually, it depends where he is up here. If he's still affected by the loss psychologically, and he needs to build his confidence. The problem is most fighters, just men in general, but fighters won't admit a depletion of confidence, right? A reduction in confidence. They won't admit it. But if he can identify it, embrace it, then he needs a tune-up if his confidence is really big. Or if he's like, nah, this dude cheated, fuck that, and his confidence is truly not shot, then no tune-up. So that's a depends question. Danny Garcia was knocking out motherfuckers. Yep, he was. After Rodriguez's last fight, where do you rank him now? I have him top 5 pound for pound. I had him before that. Still do. Haney versus Josh Taylor. That's not a bad one. Taylor can't really punch that hard. But Taylor's a good boxer, and he's taller than Haney, or at least the same height, if not taller. So Haney will have some problems reaching him. Ryan is a great and would whoop. Okay, well, I mean, that is possible, but it's a pretty brazen, presumptuous thing to say. Right, Steph? Yeah, see, Steph's laughing at you. Steph is laughing at you. And what else we got? What else we got, suckers? Punk ass suckers. I like the poll question about the third most globally recognized. I'm surprised I didn't even see what most people said. Let's check it out. Let us check it out. All right. Let's see. Community. All right. There's only 2,000 responses so far. But the answer is overwhelmingly Floyd Mayweather. Okay. Who's the third behind Floyd? Between Foreman and Pacquiao. So the last one is Sugar Ray Leonard. Okay. So Floyd, overwhelmingly. Ryan left hook would land on Boots and possibly knock him out. No, I went over this, Alberto. I don't think it would. Boots doesn't get hit with one shot. Ryan just leaps in offensive. Ryan doesn't even counter, really. He just leaps in offensively. Boots is only going to be susceptible if you have power and if you have a good chin and if you know how to punch in between or set traps. That's the only way Ryan doesn't really set traps and he doesn't punch in between shots. He'll counter every now and then, but he is more using his tremendous 1 in a trillion speed and explosiveness to just land one shot. Doesn't even land combos, really. But, I mean, a little. He was coming in on Devin when he had Devin on the... But so I think it's a style matchup thing. I don't think Boots is susceptible to Ryan's strengths. Ryan Garcia is naturally gifted, but he depends on his left hook too much. Literally, I've never seen somebody with... His right is mediocre. I've seen it look good on the pads, but in fights, his right hand's mediocre. It's just his left hook. It's weird. It's like Joe Frazier, actually. Joe Frazier's right hand couldn't crack an eggshell. What's a better thing? I want to think of a better metaphor. His right hand couldn't crack, I don't know, whatever, fruit roll-up. But his left hook was crazy. It's strange. Real thoughts on Shakur might be as bad as Haney. We'll see. Yeah. I'm not sold on Shakur at all. But I'm not saying he might not be the guy they think, but I'm not sold on him yet. I need to see more. One more question, then I'm going to sleep. Okay. First boxer to win belts in 5 different weight classes. In 5? First one? De La Hoya? No. Duran, maybe? Duran? Lightweight, 140, 147. Maybe Duran, maybe Tommy Hearns, or maybe De La Hoya. One of those, probably. Damn late to... What up? Zooted? I'm glad you're here. Punch through the what paper bag. Yeah, I want to think of something better. You know me. I like coming up with something a little more creative. Not shit you hear all the time. So you're saying Derek James wouldn't create the perfect game plan for Boots? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He can create it, but you have to be able to execute as well. And if Ryan could execute more than what he's shown us, he would have did that shit, and he just doesn't. Shakur is okay. I like that. I like that. That's how I feel. I didn't know he was injured. Oh, his hand broke, right. He didn't look like it. We saw him at fights and shit. There's no cast on. So he's probably good to go. At his age, man, motherfucker heals up from one night's sleep. He's healed up. Hearns was the first to win up. There we go. So I was right. I mean, I know I named 3 or 4, but I knew that'd be one of them. Good night, my man. Good night. Good night, my man. Who did I say? I said Hearns or Oscar or Duran, right? Is that what I said? Yeah. Word up. Word up. Man, I'm pretty good. Look, I don't know everything. I can get caught, especially with some real specific random shit. You can catch me. But that's not good. He already has no power and he has brittle hands. That's not good. No, brittle hands just means they hurt a lot. Everybody gets an injury. As a matter of fact, Dwayne, when you break something, it heals stronger every time. So if anything, his hand is going to heal stronger. Reoccurring injuries usually aren't broken bones. It's tendons, ligaments. It's that kind of shit. Once that gets irritated, I've had tendonitis in my left arm literally for almost 30 years. I've had tendonitis in this arm. It still bothers me. I worked out today. I felt it. And I got that injury when I was 19. I'm 48 and I felt it today. That's almost 30 years. Those shits stay forever. And sometimes they don't bother you as much. Sometimes they don't bother you at all, but sometimes they come back a little, a lot. Bones are different. They break, they get stronger. Everything else, no. Everything else, ligaments, tendons, they become chronic. And I don't mean the shit that Snoop be smoking. What do you think about Boots for Karen 2? I thought it was 6 rounds to 6 rounds. I thought Karen won 6 rounds. I thought that Boots got the victory, deserved the victory. Maybe 7-5 to 6-6, but Boots got those one knockdown and then the 10-8 for the holding. So Boots deserved the win, but I thought Boots was getting touched. That motherfucker was getting touched like an iPad 20 prototype. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if anybody else was doing that besides Karen, or let me rephrase, if somebody was doing that with some real thump, it would have been a big problem for Boots. But he might have not stood in front of there and did all that shit if somebody was thumping like a boom bap snare drum. You know what I'm saying? Meep, Stevens. Meep. You know, it does that noise. Meep. When a fighter overtrained, do they get gassed out in a fight or injured? Sometimes they get more tired easily when they overtrain. People say that. It's never happened to me. Your body overtrain could maybe mean you're more prone to get injuries because you're just pushing too hard. You're not going to get more tired because maybe you just get more injured easily. I don't know. Marco, do you post you hitting the punching bag today? No, I did not. I didn't watch the Boots fight. All I watched was Rodriguez and turned it off. Okay. He was getting touched like some good yams. That too. Boots going up to 154. No, he's not. Not after his last 2 fights, he's not. Boots for the win. Sorry, Clea. I know you're a Philly gal, but he's not looking too good lately. He's not looking bad. He's just not looking like the superstar, the 1 in a million fighter that we thought he would be. But it's still possible. Look, two mediocre fights doesn't erase everything and make you garbage. He's always gotten touched if he didn't knock him out past 4 rounds, didn't use an educated jab, didn't go to the body enough. They're trying to swing crazy. Yeah. I watched the fight for free and it's not illegal streaming too. Okay. On YouTube. I'm assuming YT means the YouTubes. All right. Bet. People think I did this poll. 63% of people believe Boots should fight Virgil Ortiz next between Conor Benn or Blair Cobbs. I kept it at 47. Well, actually, I put Virgil Ortiz at 54, but I don't think he's going to go there. And then I asked, and there's almost 4,000 votes. Do you think judges were accurate in scoring Duran's victory the way they scored it? And 56% of people said no, it was way closer than they gave it. So that's that. Margaret, did you watch Tyson? No, I'm about to watch it when I get off with you guys. And I asked, nobody answered me. Did he look good? And did Jake look good in the workout? Or is it that shit where they just threw a couple punches and wrapped it up? A lot of times they'll do that in the live. They're already trained, they're good, and they just go very light. Margot, do you think Boots has power, or is he like Crawford? He doesn't have one-hit power. No, he has power. No. You saw the power. Karen took a knee. No, every punch was almost putting him down. No, he has power. Boots has more power than Crawford. Virgil throws too much. Boots beats Virgil. Okay. Katie Taylor going to win against Amanda again this weekend, you think? Well, I'm glad you asked that, Steph, because I was really thinking about that, and it's really close to my heart. And here's what I think about that.
Oh, my God. Who the hell cares?
No disrespect to you. Crawford might stop Boots. Yeah, he might. You're going to have to watch it, Marco. I'm not saying nothing. Okay, good. Fuck it. Let's do it that way. Get me excited for it. Get me excited for it. All right, what we got? Boots would beat Crawford. I know you're going to say that, but would he really? What if those shots that Karen was landing were coming from Boots? From Crawford, excuse me. You think he absorbs those? Do you really? Appreciate you. What else we got, people? What else we got out this piece? What else we got? What's up, Isaiah? Marco, I saw Tyson work out. He looks good in spurts, but I can't see the age. I can see the age. Ooh, okay. This will be the first workout we've seen, but does he go hard? That's the question in this workout. I don't want to see our great flat-lined man. What are your honest thoughts? I didn't see the workout. My honest thoughts are Tyson's going to beat him, stop him, or win a boring decision because Jake's going to hold the whole fight once he feels Tyson's power and speed. But I didn't see. Granted, we might have been being duped. We're just seeing one clip chopped up. We're seeing the DJ Khaled. We're seeing the Funk Master Flex remix. I want to see this shit just rock, unedited. We're seeing the Pixar Studios remix. So maybe he doesn't look good. I'm going to watch his workout tonight, and I'm going to see what's going on. There's a chance he might have not been trying in the workout. A lot of guys don't go hard in the workout. So I got to look at it, and I'll give you my opinion tomorrow. I only bought it up because it's on the undercard of Mike Tyson Paul, Mara Barrios. Yeah, and don't forget, Bruce Shushu. Philadelphia always win. All right. Tyson looks kind of slow, and the head looks easy to hit. All right, well, I'm going to see what I think. You're going to have to watch it. I'm not saying nothing. Crawford counters the crap out of Boots. I think that might be accurate. See the age, the dude is 60, senior grandparents, right? Haha. Well, again, not everybody ages the same way. Look at me. You see me hit the bag? I mean, I don't spar anymore, but do I look like I'm 48? Not everybody ages the same way. Yeah, you make a good point there. Thank you. Thank you. Remember, Tyson and Jones. That Tyson who beat Jones will beat Jake. That Tyson, and that was only 3 years ago, will beat Jake. Because that Tyson didn't even throw to the head. That guy beats Jake. So I'm going, here's the thing, guys. I'm going based on what I'm seeing now, which is a lot of Pixar Studios remix. It's a lot of Cypher Sounds remixes. But I'm also going on the Roy Jones fight. Big time. That's a big one because that was him fighting. That was recent. That guy beats Jake. And that guy wasn't even throwing at Roy's head and wasn't throwing really hard a lot of the shots. What's up, MK1? Appreciate you. Thanks for joining. Where are you from? Talk to me. Marco, current Tyson versus Tank. Come on. Come on, Zooted. I think you're a little too zooted. That ganja is getting to your brain. We're talking literally almost 100-pound weight difference. You, my friend, are wilding out. Fareed, what up, blood? What's your favorite punch to throw? I used to like doing the Roy Jones super fast left hook or the triple left hook. My hardest punch is obviously my right hook or my straight right hand. But I must say, maybe the dopest punch, the most underused punch in boxing that I love throwing, that I love seeing, that I uppercut. Uppercut. Marco, do you think it's do you think it's the best fighter from every weight? Marco, who do you think? Nah, man, I can't be doing all that, Dwayne. I should be here all fucking night thinking of weight classes. Maybe if you gave me 3 weight divisions, but not all 12 or however the fuck many there are. Why is the Olympics said? The Olympics aren't doing boxing this year, so it don't even matter. I think it was his age, by the way, but they're not doing boxing. They just fucking ruled it out. They could petition and bring it back for whatever, 2028, whenever it is. I see retired boxers knocking out gangsters in the streets. You're talking about, I know what you're talking about, that specific one. That dude died recently. What the fuck's his name? Rocky Lockridge, you're talking about. When he knocked out. That dude was not a gangster, some fucking old man. I think that's what you're talking about. Do you like, hell yeah, I used to love going to the body. Second you hear somebody breathing hard, second I heard anybody breathing a little hard, I'd go right to the body and I'd shoot the solar plexus. Because the liver and the kidneys is always going to hurt. But the solar plexus is what knocks the remaining of the wind out of you. Man, always. That's if anybody in here who's a fighter, up and coming. The second you hear somebody breathing hard, just because you're going to hear how they breathe at first, then you're going to hear the breathing get more labored, get deeper, get hard. You go to the body. Not the hooks, straight. Throw straight shots. If you like throwing hooks, you pivot and then come from the side and throw the hooks and hit them right in the solar plex. Solar plexus is right up here, right underneath. Here's my chest plate, chest bone, right underneath. Boom. That will get a victory. Not going to lie, Tyson back looked ripped. True. 126, you mean? Greatest ever or my favorite right now? What's the lowest weight class in boxing? The lowest weight class in boxing, I believe, is 105 pounds, which would be light straw weight. Thanks for the advice. Word up. My pleasure. What's your best knockout? Mine? I mean, you wouldn't know any of the people. My favorite shot to the body shot looks so beautiful. Hell yeah. Can't be having elders out here getting fucked up. Dude fighting a juiced maniac out of Rocky. Juiced, yes. Maniac? No. You think Jake Paul's a maniac? He's a fucking spoiled brat, but stomping his feet. But a maniac? No. Tyson was a maniac. That was a maniac back in the day. Greatest ever? Okay, I'll do that for you quick. Featherweight. Greatest featherweight ever. That's a tough one, man. I don't know. Prince Nassim, one of them, but he lost to Barrera. That's hard. 140, probably Aaron Pryor. Middleweight, Marvin Hagler. Just the featherweight, I'd have to think. Let me see. Greatest, because I can't think of featherweights. Because a lot of people fought at featherweight. Like, Willie Pep. Wasn't Willie Pep a heavyweight? A featherweight, I mean. Salvador Sanchez. I think it was Willie Pep. Yeah, Willie Pep. My bad. So that's easy. I forgot Willie Pep, Aaron Pryor, Marvin Hagler. Simple. What's up? If someone weighing 197 is considered cruiserweight, yes. Up to 199, you're cruiserweight. 200 pounds and plus, heavy. Give me a boxing combination. What you mean, give you? Like punch you in the face? All right, come down to NY and I'll rock box your block. Marco, what's the best fight who ended with a body shot? Come on now.
Y'all must have forgot. Y'all must have forgot.
Come on now. The best that ended in a body shot? You really want me to get into it? Okay. Fuck it. Let's do it. I'll get into it. Where is it? I don't know where it is. Anyway, the answer is Roy Jones knocking out Virgil Hill with one shot to the body that broke snapped his ribs in half. Snapped him like a Slim Jim. Snapped him like Macho Man going after a Slim Jim. Watch out, Marco. Jake is going to call you out next 10. No problem. Where are you from? Me too. What part? You know where I'm from? I'm from Manhattan too. What hood am I from? Do you know? And more importantly, what hood are you from and how old are you? Because if you're anywhere near my age, we might know the same people. Snapped like a Kit Kat. I've already did that one. I think snapped like Macho Man going at a Slim Jim is better. Kit Kat's good though. Marco, that was a good short trainer. Thank you. You finna be my slave, Marco, when dark Obama rises to defeat the evil Trump to... What the fuck? I don't know what that means. If I didn't know you, Dash, you probably would have been blocked by other people. They would be like, who the fuck is this guy? What's he saying? But we know you, so that's just some weird shit. But cool. Yeah, I'm not asking you, Dwayne. I'm asking fucking Mike Tyson to answer it. Jesus. Does this channel only talk about Canelo? What channel? Here? We haven't talked about Canelo once. Canelo?
You smoke crack, don't you? You smoke crack, don't you?
Who the hell's talking about Canelo?
You're talking about Willis.
Weirdo. Buenos noches. What's up, Chile de Garcia? Drop that link. I'm not dropping any links. Matter of fact, I should have got off 5 minutes ago, so I'm on some borrowed time here, but I'm gonna get off soon. I'm waiting on Mike Tyson to tell me where the fuck he's from, so we could. He's probably way younger than me though. Ain't nobody care about Canelo. The boy washed. He is not washed. That is not true, and people do care about him. See, I'm balanced. I always try and tell you guys that. Canelo is still arguably the face of boxing, which I hate that term. Let me rephrase it. Let me not use it anymore, because the more I use it, the more it keeps it alive. Canelo is arguably the biggest name in boxing. Still. I don't know if that's true, Alberto, but haters gonna hate. Haters gonna hate. What was that song? Karen Chijuju will be Canelo unironically. Maybe. A little too small though, I believe. A little too small. Karen is a welterweight, so not gonna lie, I'm going to be sad if Tyson gets the whole planet will be sad if Tyson gets KO'd. There's Johnny. What up, blood? Yo, Johnny, man, why are you repping Florida? The fuck was that earlier? Sitting there with a Brooklyn shirt on. From Brooklyn, right? And you're repping Florida? I know you might live there now, but come on now. I live in Connecticut now. I can't even come to fucking. I can't even bring myself to say this shit half the time. I got to be like tri-state area. Speaking of cruiserweight, have you ever had a chance to look at? Yeah, he's good, strong, young, but needs to be tested. There's Johnny. Marco, between 140 and 54, what's the best weight class right now? That's funny. I was talking with Ness about this. I'm gonna go with 54 if Charlo and Thurman and all these other guys are still actually fighting. And Errol Spence, 54. But if Spence, Charlo, and Thurman are not involved, you can argue 40's better. Born and raised in Peak. I know that, man. So why are you repping Florida? He's from Kissimmee, Florida. Ugh. Don't we got to start to question the ever-sanctioned Mike fight, Jake? Yeah. Another thing about that, not only is it weird why they sanctioned it, but they're not following professional boxing rules, which is why I always tell you guys, boxing is state by state. It is Marshall's law. State by state. Every man for himself. Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Flies, excuse me. Why are you taking a professional boxing match and giving it a mix of amateur and female boxing rules? 2-minute rounds is female pros or amateurs. 14-ounce gloves is fucking amateurs. What are you doing? Who can test Jai? That Cruiser? I'm not that familiar with Cruiser. Wilder should go down to Cruiser. There he might have a chance. Yeah, the guy says that Mike Tyson didn't even tell me where he's from. He just bounced. Oh, well. Ain't nothing wrong with Florida. Nah, I love Florida. I want to live in Florida. You know what I'm saying? I want to live in Florida. Somebody just sent me a cash app. Appreciate you, Isaiah Boyd. Appreciate you, Isaiah Boyd. I forgot which one you were, unless you already bounced. Appreciate you. Thank you for a crispy 5-piece. I know I'm wrong, but Tommy Morrison knocked out was funny. Yeah, I mean, if you like gut-wrenching violence, then yeah, it was funny. I don't like that. Fight's gonna be like sexual boxing. Yeah, I know. Did you see the open workout? No, I didn't see it. Didn't like the way Mike looked. Everybody's been saying that. So, if you guys all know boxing. My chat, you dudes know fucking boxing really well, and ladies. Sorry, Cleo. So if you guys are saying that, I'm sure he's not gonna look that good. So I might change my mind. Just looked at old and tired after. Okay, well, let's see. Zerto will be Opatai as dinner. Word. I love Mike, but I'm convinced it's going to be the end of. I hope not, man. This is going to. You love, but I'm not convinced. Okay, I got you. What up, Manuel, excuse me. I think Lemos was weight trained. He blew the initial weight, but it made him 10-pound rehydration clause. It was mandatory for. Okay. But he made the 10-pound rehydration. Okay. Ray Mercer beat Tommy like he sold him a kilo of baking soda. Ray Mercer beat Tommy like he came back on the block short 3 or 4 Benjis. I think Mike Tyson was just taking it easy. Well, we're going to find out. I'm going to watch. I'll be able to tell. Oh, there's Isaiah. My bad. Appreciate you, Isaiah. Thank you again for the cash app. Do you think it would be safe to bet on the distance? Yes. I think, I'm going to say this again, guys. Jake Paul is going to hold excessively. Mike Tyson is notorious for resting in the clinch and not trying to break the holding. So we're going to get a unanimous decision by Mike and a boring fight of Jake just holding. Now there's another possibility. Jake might be able to hit Mike once and then hold him and maybe get the victory by just hitting him and holding him. Either way, I think it's going to be a lot of holding and boring. And I pray I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong, but Eon, that's where I'm going. We can't let Ness be right. Nah, Mike's not getting knocked out. I don't think, but who the fuck knows? Tyson was just walking with a cane a few months ago. No problem, Mark. We appreciate you. I'm back. Well, tell me where the fuck you're from and how old you are. Good Lord, I got to get out of here. I could be wrong, but Wasn't Tommy in the Rocky? You're not wrong. You were right. He was in the worst Rocky movie of them all, which was Rocky 5, I believe. Is that 5? Yeah, 5. Awful. Shit show. Mike Tyson, his plus money. What's up, suckers? It seems like boxing is becoming a real-life version of WWE. No, they're still fighting. They're really throwing punches, so can't be that. Smash the likes. How many likes we got right now? That's a good question. Let me see. Probably not a lot. Probably not as many as we should. Let me peep it. 32. Okay, I mean, it's not awful, I guess. It's Jake Paul. He's going to knock Tyson out for sure. Get out of here. Stop saying that. Why are you putting that into the stratosphere? Rocky 5 and Rocky Balboa were both trash. I wouldn't say trash, but I wouldn't say trash. Rocky 5 was trash. Balboa, no. I like Balboa. I didn't think it wasn't like a golden piece of cinematic history or anything, but wasn't trash. Boxing has always allowed this, celebrity boxing. Well, the difference between WWE and boxing is simple. They both really throw each other, slam each other, punch each other, but the outcome is not predetermined. Oh yeah, Rocky 5 was somebody, but yeah, exactly. Tyson had the best coach. Can't wait to see Tyson show them skills. We'll see, people. We shall see. All right, peeps. I am going to bounce up out this bitch. Clarissa, what's up? Didn't Rocky hook up with the little girl he walked home with? No, he didn't hook up with her. They've ended up being friends. It was a weird... They just wanted to bring her back. I wonder if that was a real actress. It probably wasn't from back then. No, they didn't hook up. It was a weird... Nah, he just brought her back. They were trying to lock in nostalgia, and it was just... You need more than him. That's like why Coming to America 2 was so shitty. All they did was just basically did every single popular scene from the first one in this one the exact same way. You can't just make a good movie with nostalgia. You have to have meat and potatoes and a good storyline. Yep, I'm out. Calculator out. I appreciate you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.